Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I'm going to talk about how to make a decision when you've got two choices and you can't make your mind up of which one to go for. Well, sometimes when we carry stuff in our head, we kind of bounce from one to the other, one to the other, one to the other, and there's a lot of stuff going on inside our mind, and sometimes it's not so easy to process it. So the easiest way to do this is to have two lists and write a list of the first one of all the positives that you see with that, and then write a list of all the positives that you see if you make the other decision. And then look at, see if there's any sort of glaring differences where one seems to naturally win. And also then put the negatives of each, if I choose this, what could go wrong or what's not good about it. And sometimes just doing that is enough to help you to have the clarity to think, yeah, I really do need to do that one. And another exercise that you can do, and it's perhaps great to do after you've done that, so maybe come back to this video, is to close your eyes and just see almost like scales in front of you. And the scales are balanced at the moment, and then you carry in both your hands and you put on the scales the two decisions. And as you put them on the scales, you're drawn to the one side first, and all of a sudden a TV screen appears. And you're able to watch the consequences of what will happen if you take that path. And just imagine, going down the road there of 1 week from now, 1 month from now, 6 months, and a year. And my voice will blend into the background as you explore this one thoroughly. As you think about all of the good things that could happen going down this path. And then you consider all of the not so good things that could happen. What would you lose from taking this path? And then any solutions that come to mind. Could you cope if it all went wrong? Would you have a backup strategy? Or what is the ideal scenario with this path? And you may want to pause this video to continue to explore the possibilities here of seeing through your own eyes, hearing through your own ears, and feeling your own feelings. And then floating out of your body and watching it again, like the Steven Spielberg being the director of that movie, and watch yourself play the role of you from this observer position. So you're able to see what's likely to happen going down that path. And again, you may want to pause to process this more. And then when you come back, let's come back to the present, and let's see the other side of the scales. And see now a TV screen just appears. And so you don't have to see clearly, you can just get a sense of this. And the same with the other one, you don't have to see clearly. You can just allow your mind to process. And as you get a sense or see clearly of this path, just notice, where would you be a week from now? A month? 6 months? A year? And notice all of the things that happen along this road. Seeing out through your own eyes, hearing through your own ears, and feeling those feelings of going down this path. And then getting a sense of what could go wrong if I chose this path, and could I cope with it? And you may want to pause to process that. And then what could go right if I chose this path? and taking all things into consideration. Then float back and press play on that movie and be the Steven Spielberg again and observe yourself going down that path and take it in from this perspective. And again, pause the video if you need more time to explore fully. And now, as you come back here now, I want you to reach forward and pick up the two paths from the scales in your hands. And what I want you to do, bring them together. Rub your hands together, get a bit of energy going. And then close your eyes and bring them onto your heart. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. And ask your unconscious mind, tonight as you sleep and dream, for it to search through all the possibilities and to give you any further insight that you need to help you to make the right decision. And sometimes the decision may be to delay making that decision. And sometimes the decision may be to just take that path and go as far as you can, and from there you can see further. And sometimes a new decision comes out. I remember a client of mine who had a choice of taking this new job but didn't want to leave her old job. So should I stay or should I go? And her creative mind, with a few suggestions from me, came up with the idea of speaking to her boss and the new people who wanted to employ her. And she was able to work for both and do part-time for each. And see, there's always more solutions. And as you hand it to your unconscious mind, it can sift through and come up with those ideas as you sleep and dream, because things always look better in the morning. And you can rest comfortably knowing that you've done work to process it, and give it a little time to cook, give it a little time to germinate. And if you've written it out, you may want to go back to your notes to see if anything else has come to mind. For now is the time. Take your freedom to know that you have choices, and you have choices within those choices, and that you can ask questions and you can make changes, because you have the freedom to do that and to feel at peace now and at one. Great talking to you today. Bye now.